What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to year 4 of the North Texas Dynasty, where we are almost wrapped up with our regular season, still sitting at a beautiful 9-0 undefeated record as we have 2 more Big 12s against a ranked Iowa State coming in at the number 18 team in the country. We find ourselves as number 7. And then after this, we are playing another strong competition opponent with the Arizona State Sun Devils. All the baddies at the college campus are going to come watch us kick their butts. Here we are. Tulane waxed Iowa State earlier this year. They come in at 7-2, 5-1. They are 3rd in the Big 12. So this gives us an opportunity, and this is a team that beat Arizona State, which is nice to see. They're on a little win streak here, a little 5-game win streak. This gives us an opportunity as the number 7 team in the country to potentially boot Iowa State out of conference championship contention, or if we lose, maybe there's a chance we could see them again. We still got 3 games left in the season, 2 conference games. Our last game is going to be an American team in Memphis, but you see Arizona has 1 loss, Iowa State has 1 loss. Arizona State begins the trend of 2 lost teams, so we could potentially add Iowa State to that group. Looking at the current playoff bracket, we have upgraded from the number 8 seed to the number 7 seed, where we would currently match up against Arkansas and go on to play the U of Miami, the team that knocked us out last year on a kick return. So it'd be nice to get revenge against them. But out comes Dozie as Newcama, who's having a great senior season with us. Bryce Baker, quarterback junior, and the offense. Can we send Iowa State to a 2-loss conference team? We got our last 2 conference games in this video, and that is a good start. A 13-yard rush from Drameco Green, the sophomore. 2nd and 11. Baker from the shotgun. Nice blocks picked up there. He's got some time scrambling out. Green bean on the run. He's got his Newcama, who gets a foot down for a 23-yard gain. Way to extend the play there for Bryce Baker. Another shotgun snap. Oh, that almost got jumped, but it'll be Jacaden Ferguson who jukes ahead. That'll be a nice gain from him. 4 first downs to start this first drive, and the offense is coming out strong. From the shotgun again, Baker over the middle, wide open. Shakir Caps breaks off a tackle, and that'll be his 2nd straight game with a touchdown. Our wide receiver 6, true freshman who has somehow established himself as our wide receiver 3. That's a great way to start a good opening drive, but out comes a ranked Iowa State, one of the toughest teams we've had to play all season. Here comes the Cyclones. Stadium is pulsing. They are on the road, and that's going to be a sack to start the day. A 9-yard loss, and it is Wicks in the backfield on that one. 2nd and 19. Iowa State Stadium still pulsing. Nobody blocked Devontae Carlisle, who has been an absolute beast these last few videos. That'll bring up 3rd and 25. The offense and defense matching each other's energy. Screen pass is contained, and a 3-and-out where they have lost yards on every single play. Love to see that kind of energy from the defense, establishing our home field advantage. Can Jacaden Ferguson take advantage of this excellent field position on the punt return? Ferguson almost cut the corner. He would have been gone, but regardless, it is a great return for number 5. Here comes Baker and the offense feeling themselves. Swagged out. That'll be a green bean. Shakir Caps on the drag again. You know we love a good drag route, and that'll be a very nice gain for the Mean Green offense. Looking to potentially sub in one of our other strong dynamic running backs for now. It's a screen to Drameco Green, who's going to force us to a 1st and goal. Why not repay the running game? In comes senior Markel Porter. Markel Porter's got some blocks, not able to pound it in, but he does get us to the 2-yard line, and we'll give him another try. In comes Randy Breton, and Breton is gonna fall ahead. All the running backs getting some love on that drive. It'll be the RB2, Randy Breton, with a touchdown there, and that is the end of a very exciting first quarter here at home. -3 passing yards, 0 rushing yards. They're averaging negative yardage per play. Our defense is phenomenal. Our defense is why we have a chance to go win the Natty this season with our dynamic offense. Out comes Iowa State again. Gonna take off. No, he's got an open man, and this will go for a big gainer. Iowa State finally had some life to start this second quarter. From the shotgun, 1st and 10 inside the red zone. We're sending pressure. Want to add to our sack total. We had 2 on that first drive. Instead, we'll contain the run. We'll drive him backwards. There's a loss of 3 right there. From the shotgun, once again, we're going zone coverage here. Takes the snap. They're going with another run, the exact same play, and we're ready for it. Another loss right there. It's Rico Wooten in the backfield that time. From the shotgun, 3rd and 16. Can we hold them to 3? They're going to go with the screen. We are ready for it. That's easy containment right there. I got to show some love to the defense. They gave up a big play, but we're holding them to 3, and this will go to 14-3 if this is converted. Here comes the kick. It is up, and it just squeaks in. I thought he might have doinked it right there, but instead, 14-3 is your score. Bryce Baker in the offense came out hot. Do we continue that trend? Starting in our own territory this time. Taking a shot. That is going to be Tommy Maher hanging on. The wide receiver for senior with an impressive grab right there. Brings us to a 3rd and 5. Baker taking a shot deep. Jacaded. Ferguson right in the bread basket. Bryce Baker with another green bean. We will reward him right here with the QB blast caught in the pile. He will find his way to the outside. A quick 21-3 uproar of offense for North Texas, and Ja'Caden Ferguson, Dozie as Newcomb, they give us those deep threats on the outside. Oh my goodness, Devontae Carlisle in the backfield again. That'll be his 2nd sack of the day, bringing up a 3rd and 14. All the momentum. We are basically stomping on the hearts of Iowa State's season right now. That'll be a big gainer. It will be short, 4th and 2, and they are going to elect to punt. We got the ball again. 1:56 left in the first half. Baker, screen pass. This one goes to Dremeco Green, the sophomore, using his speed to get to the outside. That'll be a nice gainer right there. Almost to midfield. Baker in the shotgun again, takes the snap. He's feeling himself. Waits for something to develop. He will go to the outside. There is Randy Bertone getting some more love. He will take that one for a 1st down. Single back formation here to the weak side. This goes Dremeco Green. He's got some blocks. He's going to cut it inside. Dremeco Green. One broken tackle away from House, and that's still a very solid gain right there. 2nd and 6. 40 seconds left. Running clock. Baker making some adjustments. He's going to get a little corner route. One-on-one. Dozie as Newcomb. That's a great bean thrown to the outside shoulder. Bryce Baker is nailing this game, and these talented receivers are taking advantage. Baker with 1 incompletion and 3 touchdowns. That's just passing. That doesn't include his rushing touchdown. Oh my goodness, he's got the player spotlight. 93% completion percentage. Iowa State looking stunned. Then this is what I've been saying. We moved to the Big 12 because everyone thinks we're an American Conference cupcake team. I know the Big 12 is not the SEC, but it's been dominant so far. 28-3 to start the second half. And that one's going to get jumped. Ray Kohler, the elite development corner, does he house this one? The star is going to go down at the 22. What a play from number 0, Ray Kohler. And this has been a nightmare showcase for Iowa State. They had aspirations to possibly make the playoffs. It's not going to happen, yet alone. They're still alive for the Big 12 championship, but this game not looking good. And that's another accurate beam. Shakir Capps again. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Baker going to take it himself. Audible to the QB blast. They're going to crash the middle. That's not going to stop the heavy quads of number 17, Bryce Baker. Putting an easy capital exclamation point on this one. We defend home turf. Oh my goodness. Iowa State just got punched in the mouth. They don't know what hit them. 3 touchdowns, 256 yards, 4 incompletions for Baker. Dremeco Green averaging 6 yards a carry. Randy Bertone averaging 6 yards a carry. Bryce Baker with 2 rushing touchdowns, 4 total on the day. Markel Porter got in the game. Shakir Capps leads us in yards. He has a touchdown. Tommy Maher with a great game. Jakaden Ferguson, Dozie Eznukama, both with very productive games. And defensively, we get an interception for Ray Kohler. Our tackle leader is Deontay Ibrahim. Devontae Carlisle with 2 sacks and 1 for Rashad Battles. Avion Carter and Devontae Wicks both share 1. And the interception for Ray Kohler. We now play the 81 overall Arizona State Sun Devils with losses to Florida, Iowa State, and coming off of a loss to Cincinnati, a very good game. But this is another team we could potentially see 90 overall. Julian Lewis, the dual threat, is going to be their quarterback leading the way. Jason Brown out of the backfield, 84 overall. Morris Marshall as well. AJ Ia, Joaquin Lima. So they got a stacked offense. I'm not going to lie. This offense is intimidating. They are not ranked to my knowledge. No, they are not ranked. They have 3 losses, but they are coming in with 2 conference losses. Arizona only has 1. We have none. So if Arizona loses within these last 2 weeks, Arizona State, if they beat us, they still have a chance to get to the conference championship. This is our last conference game, though, and we could possibly go 8-0 our first year in the Big 12. And obviously, I think we are already secured in the conference championship with that win, which is a big win. We're still number 7. We're now matched up against Miami in the playoff, and if we win, we'd go see Ohio State. That's not good. But looking at the rest of this bracket, it looks beautiful. It looks awesome. Notre Dame is your number 1 team in the country right now, and here we are. Our last home game of the season, our last conference game of the season, Arizona State fighting for a spot to try and get into the conference championship. You're going to have to go through the mean green on the road. Our last home game. Here we go. It'll be Julian Lewis and the Sun Devils on offense first. How did they come out and approach this game? Stadium pulsing, coming off of a very good victory against Iowa State. Lewis going to hand it off. That is going to be, how are we not tackling him? Can we tackle him, guys? That's going to be a 10-yard gain for Morris Marshall out of the backfield. Brings up a 2nd and inches. We're going to adjust the coverage at the last second. Not that it really matters. They're just going to go with an RPO, and it works to perfection, breaking a few tackles. That'll be a first down for Arizona State. 2nd and 5 here, almost to midfield. Stadium still pulsing. Julian Lewis by himself in the backfield. Takes the snap. Waiting for something to get open, and that'll be an easy slant. 20 yards so far for Julian Lewis. Let's send some pressure. Let's heat him up a little bit. How do we get in the backfield here? Takes the snap. Lewis, a quick outing, and that's the perfect response to the blitz. 1 missed tackle, and Arizona State, a big play touchdown, is gonna strike first. Something Iowa State was not able to do last week. And look at Bryce Baker's stats. I know we just gave up a big touchdown, but 29-11 touchdown to pick ratio. He has cleaned it up these last few weeks just in time for the playoffs. So here we go. 2nd and 12. Baker is going to go over the middle. Jakaden Ferguson not going to get much back there. It brings up a quick 3rd and 8. Does Arizona State get us to a 3 and out? Something we haven't seen much this season. Baker, audibling, hot routing, slants. We got pressure right away, but that's going to be an open Jakaden Ferguson. I thought that juke might have been out of there, but that'll be a nice catch. A 28-yard gain there for Jakaden Ferguson, and we are now to the 50. 2nd and 8. Baker over the middle. That'll be Randy Bertone, the RB2, subbing into the game, making himself useful there. First down. 2nd and 11. We're not getting the run game going. Jermecco Green has been stuffed at the line multiple times. Baker, he's going to have to do it himself. He will throw it on the run again, and Jermecco Green gets the toe tap on the orange release, a little high, but stays in bounds. They would get us to a 3rd and 5, though, here in the red zone. Just trying to get this to 1st and goal. Baker has some pressure over the middle. Caps hangs on. It is 4th and inches. You know the aggressive nature of head coach Stevie Balls. Takes the snap. Baker, they gave it to us. I don't think he got that, but I'm not going to fight it. In comes Markel Porter for an easy walk-in touchdown. And maybe with a little bit of luck, we are tied up here at home, 7-7, but that was a strong opening drive from Arizona State. Certainly something to keep an eye on. Do they score again? Julian Lewis, pressure. We're getting there in the backfield. That'll be a big sack for Jaden Williams, the senior who broke the sack record for North Texas in our last video. 2nd and 20. Julian Lewis takes the snap again. Do we get more pressure? No, but they're just going to check it down. We'll take that all day. 3rd and 15 here. This is going to be the last play of the first quarter. Taking the snap. Stadium going nuts. Lewis takes a one-on-one shot. And he comes down with it. You got to be kidding me. To end the first quarter, he climbs the ladder to heaven and hangs on in double coverage. Julian Lewis, Bryce Baker, neither have thrown an incompletion so far. We might be in for a battle in this one. 1st and 10. Arizona State in North Texas territory. We're blitzing. That was not the right call. We got a screen incoming, and that is going to be a first down for the Sun Devils. Moving the ball efficiently. 2nd and 10. This drive is only alive because they converted that bull 3rd and 15. That's going to be a quick slant. That's going to be a 7-yard gain for the Sun Devils. 3rd and 3 here. From the shotgun, Julian Lewis. They're going to go back to the running game, and that is going to be an easy gainer. A stiff arm. Oh my goodness. Kenton Allen just got absolutely made right there. 1st and goal for Arizona State. Trying to get some pressure on Lewis. Here comes the motion. They're going to fake it to him. We're ready for the run. A nice revenge play right there for Kenton Allen, who's going to get a nice stop in the backfield. 2nd and goal. Julian Lewis takes the snap. A quick out. We're ready for it. Ray Kohler all over that. I love some good red zone defense. 3rd and goal. Let's not give up anything silly here. 6.5 left in the first half. Lewis looking for someone. Throws up a lob. This better not be a touchdown. Triple coverage. We bat it away, thank goodness. And we're going to hold them to 3 here. Stadium pulsing. It's about the same spot Iowa State kicked from. Here comes the snap. Here comes the snap. It is up. And he no good. Just inside. I thought he would have snuck that one in there, but College Football 26 does not care about these kickers. Bryce Baker trying to take advantage of the missed field goal is going to take off for a nice gain. How long was that? About 20 yards or so? There we go, Bryce. We're now into Arizona State territory. Is this missed field goal where the tides turn? Do we get some momentum going here? 2nd and 10. Shakir Capps is the motion man. We got pressure. Baker, green bean. Capps has got some space, but a nice play from the defense. I thought that might have been 6. Capps not necessarily our best deep option, but still had to take a shot there. 3rd and 10, 4:41 left. Arizona State getting some pressure. We're going to green bean it, and Capps not able to hang on there. I don't like punting from this close, but 4th and 10, I think it's the smart thing to do. Here comes Steven Tobin on the punt. That one's going to be inside the 5, and do we get it down? Down at the 1, that's what I'm talking about. Now we got to really heat them up. Do we possibly have a safety? Single back formation. Here comes Rico Wooten in the backfield, and North Texas has their first lead of the day. It's a safety, and 7-9 is your new score. Do we have the momentum here? Can we go get 7 now? Baker, he's getting heated up immediately. Just throw it away. No, or scramble. Get outside the pocket. Turn that into a 6-yard gain. That mobility is so dynamic. Love to see it. 3rd and 4. Baker. Over the middle, that is going to be Daryl Branson, the tight end. He's been quiet these last few games, but that'll keep the chains moving. 1st and 10. Looking at our options, we got one-on-one on the right side, Jacaden Ferguson. Does he have another deep ball in him? We're going to check it down. Shakir Capps is ready for the drag, and he'll go down at the 45 in Arizona State territory. 1st and 10. 2.5 left in this first half. Baker taking his time, he takes the snap. Jermecco Green gonna squeeze through some defenders there. That'll be a 7-yard gain right there. Read option. How do we approach this? Jermecco Green still been balling. We give it back to him here. Jermecco Green gonna convert a first down and get a nice gain out of that. He's starting to get warmed up a little bit. After the 2-minute warning, minute 45 left in this first half. Baker from the shotgun, approaching, gonna take a shot. Dozy! Off the fingertips of Esnu, that one's no good. 3rd and 7. Baker from the shotgun, waiting for someone. That's going to be Shakir. Capps over the middle, and Capps with a nice gain right there. 1st and 10, a minute 20. Going to run this up the gut. Is that Jermecco Green again? Taking the snap here. Baker hands it to him. We got some space up the middle. Good blocks. Going to be taken down. 2nd and 1. Just short of goal to go territory. Audibling here. Baker. What does he see here? Gonna take the snap. Here it comes. He's looking for Branson! And the route gets jumped, and Baker's not there to take him down. Someone catch him. Someone catch him. No! The end of the first half, and it's a pick six to Arizona State. Jamario Van Dyke. Oh my goodness. That route works 99 out of 100 times, the easy tight end curl. Instead, it is Arizona State going into halftime with a 14-9 lead. Luckily, we received, but we are not a kind of team in the Big 12 that is in these close competition games. Arizona was by far our closest game in the Big 12. We already beat Texas out of the SEC, and that was a close game. Everyone else has been belt to ass. So I'm a little concerned here. 3rd and 6. This defense is making us uncomfortable, and that is going to be another punt. I mean, I can't remember the last time we punted this many times. 7.5 left here in the 3rd quarter. Does Julian Lewis and this offense have what it takes to give us our first Big 12 loss? That'll be a nice start for Morris Marshall. That's a first down run. We're blitzing again, even though it's kind of the only touchdown we've given up was from blitzing. That's going to go out of the backfield. We can't stop the run right now. It's not even Julian Lewis that's given us a ton of problems. He's not playing bad by any means. 2nd and 3. Stadium going crazy. This defense needs some juice. They're used to this offense doing great, and that is a nice play. Nice way to swing him down. That'll go for a loss. 3rd and 8 here. From the shotgun, Lewis looking for someone. A open receiver. He extends. 4th and inches. They're going to punt. Oh my goodness. A defensive showdown here in the North Texas Mean Green Stadium. From the shotgun, we're going to send Caps deep again. This time, pressure immediately. My goodness, this offensive line is really struggling against Arizona State's front four. Baker, they're sending pressure again, but oh my goodness, look at the separation. Jacaden Ferguson just cooked that man, and he gets a big gainer right there. What a play from number 5. 1st and 10, halfway through the 3rd quarter. Baker, trying to reclaim this lead, takes the snap. Don't want to pick 6 here. Instead, he's just going to take the sack. 2nd and 15. That was straight snuggies. You can go rewatch the film. They had us in a lock. 3rd and 15. Baker, over the middle. That'll be enough. And Tommy Maher with one of the biggest plays of his entire season. That'll move the chains. Nice play there from the senior. From the shotgun, Baker, mesh spot, waiting for someone to develop. No one's getting open. That is straight snuggies again, and Baker will just throw this one away. 3rd and goal. They're lined up off sides. Snap the ball. They're lined up off sides. Wide open. Shakir Caps is a touchdown. There we go, and we are going to decline this and reclaim the lead. I didn't know who was going to be wide open there. I knew it was going to be someone, and that's an offsides we'll take any day of the week. Up 15-14, we will elect to go for 2. Baker takes the snap, looking for anyone. No one is open, and Baker, we're lucky that didn't count as a fumble. The 2-point try is no good. We have a 1-point lead, 15-14. Julian Lewis and Arizona State come back out. This run game has been hard to contain. Morris again with a nice gainer. Morris Marshall from the shotgun. 1st and 10, 2 minutes left here in this 3rd quarter. Takes the snap. Julian Lewis from the shotgun has an open man. He's going to hang on. That'll be another 1st down. Arizona State looking to get aggressive here as this game is coming to a close. From the shotgun, Lewis takes the snap. It'll be a read option and another run. We're just not able to shut this down. From the shotgun, Lewis again. I think they like to operate out of the shotgun. They're going to RPO it. Ray Kohler's all over there. Nice play there from the sophomore getting him down. 3rd and 1. Sending some pressure. Could we get them to another 4th and short opportunity where they have shown they're willing to punt the ball? The pressure starting to get there. He'll throw it away. Great contain there from the defense. He had a lot of time to find an open man, but the coverage was nice, and we hold them to a stop. 15-14. Let's stop playing around. Oh my gosh, Bryce Baker. His 2nd pick of the day. This one's costly because now they got the ball much closer than they already were. Our defense is doing everything they can, and we are just giving them opportunities. Lewis over the middle. That's a completion to Morris Marshall. And will that be? Yes. That is the end of the third quarter. We hold a 1-point lead. I think this game is closer than the college football world anticipated. The number 7 team at risk of being upset to an unranked Arizona State team that is fighting for their conference championship lives. This has been a beautiful defensive masterpiece of a game. How does Julian Lewis open the fourth quarter? 2nd and 6 right here. Or 2nd and 8 rather. Takes the snap. Looking over the middle, that'll be open. That's Coke Butter Cheese. Oh my goodness, 3rd and 1. They got a single back. Sending a blitz again. Can we hold them to 3? Here comes the snap. They're going to fake it. We're not going to fall for that. Stadium pulsing. Lewis, they're going to hand it off. And we're there! Another Rico Wooten stop, holding them to 3. They're going to elect to take the chip shot and take the lead here. And don't tell me it doinked! No good! Arizona State's kicker has got to be sick. That is 2 missed chip shots. They could be up 20-15 right now, but instead, I got to stop talking trash. Bryce Baker going down. That's a big loss right there, forcing us to a 3rd and 21. It's a luck that we still have the lead. Baker going to take a shot as Newcama one-on-one. Why not? Good defense, good coverage. We got to punt it right back to him. Oh my goodness. I mean, I'm thrilled that they didn't hit that 3, but we're not taking advantage. We're not putting the nail in the coffin like we usually do. We're letting them hang around. And here we go, the short completion pass game. If they can just find a way to get it into the end zone. This offense only has 1 touchdown. They had a pick 6. 5 minutes left in this game. 3rd and 5. Lewis, that's going to be a first down. No, he dropped it. He dropped it, and the defense comes up clutch again. Oh my goodness, we have an opportunity to virtually put this away or at least get a comfortable 8-point cushion, but they're going to punt it out at the 2. They're going to punt it out at the 2, and now we could be at risk of a safety. Can Drameco Green get us out of this mess? Beautiful blocks from the offensive line. Drameco Green will get us out of this mess. Bryce Baker by himself in the backfield. We got one-on-one for both of our deep threat receivers. Takes the snap. Baker gonna show it over the middle. That is gonna be incomplete. Overthrew Daryl Branson, the tight end. 3rd and 5 from the shotgun. Baker looking for someone to get open here. Baker, can we scramble out? They got a spy. It's another sack. We're punting it back to them with 3.5 minutes left. If they just want to run the clock and settle for 3, they can do that. And that'll be our first loss of the season. Oh, he's not going to return it, but a beautiful return. They're already in field goal range, but we do have to point out their kicker is 0 for 2. I can't deny that. He doesn't look too excited to be playing today. We're going to contain the run finally. 2nd and 10 here. From the shotgun, clock is moving. They ought to get him closer because clearly the guy can't kick from the hashes. 3 minutes left. They go with the wide receiver screen. We're there a little late. Nice tackle there from Carlisle. It'll be 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, trying to blow this pocket up. Sends the pressure. That's going to be an RPO that works to perfection, and Arizona State is getting the ball inside the red zone now. 1st and 10, still sending pressure. Trying to blow up this run, make them pass. They're going Wildcat here. It'll be a read option that is executed very well with the 2-minute warning after a 6-yard gain. Arizona State trying to take a late lead. Can the defense clutch up one more time with a turnover? Lewis from the shotgun. He's going to take off himself. Why are we not rushing the quarterback? No one was there to attempt to stop Julian Lewis, who's going to run it in himself. And now they're going to try and go up 7 here. 2-point try. Minute 52. Takes the snap after the motion. He's going to go to the running back. We are there to stop Morris Marshall. Great play there. Another fantastic stop from Rico Wooten. And now we have the ball exactly how I like it. A minute 46. 1st and 10, but we need a touchdown. Over the middle, a quick strike. Jacaden Ferguson's got a first down. Nice way to start the drive right there. A minute 35. Baker from the shotgun takes the snap wide open out of the backfield. Drameco Green with a nice juke is going to get us almost to the 50-yard line. Still all of our timeouts. We're letting the clock run intentionally. 1st and 10. Baker gonna send Ferguson and Dozie deep. Dropping back. No one is open. Gonna take a one-on-one opportunity and way overthrows as Newcama. That'll fall incomplete. A minute 06, 2nd and 10. Getting our deep concept drags going. Sending Shakir Caps in motion once more. From the shotgun, Baker. Over the middle is going to be an open as Newcama this time, who's going to get a nice gain out of that one. Still got some space to go. Less than a minute now. 48 seconds. One-on-one with our deep threats. Baker. Who's he looking at here? Takes the snap. Jacaden Ferguson burnt him. Jacaden Ferguson wins the battle! Toe tap touchdown for number 5. Is that the walk-off? 39 seconds left. We're going to try and get that 3-point cushion. We don't want them to get a walk-off field goal, which would be very ironic. Baker is going to find the Butcher. Johnny Butcher out of the backfield will convert the 2-point try. 23-20, 39 seconds in all their timeouts. Arizona State needs field goal range. From the shotgun, a quick dink right there. They're going to use their first timeout. I'll take that all day. 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5. 35 seconds, stadium going crazy. This has been a great game. They just need 3 to send us to overtime. That'll be a big gainer. Down at the 49, they needed that chunk play. Still not quite comfortable in field goal range, I wouldn't think. Less than half a minute. They're going to go read option with Lewis, who's going to shift his way to almost a first down. That's their last timeout. 2nd and inches. They're a big chunk play away from being in range. Lewis, over the middle. They're going to take that one easily, and they're going to go hurry up mode. Are they spiking it here? Is that the plan? It looks like it is. They send out the spike unit with 16 seconds left, and they're going to go ahead and elect for 3. He's got the power. Remember, he is 0 for 2 on short field goals. This is a long one from the tip of the logo. It is up, and he nailed it. Oh my goodness, you gotta imagine that kid's nerves were going insane, but you know the aggressive nature of head coach Stevie Balls. One more shot, 9 seconds left. Going up, green bean, Jacaden Ferguson. Oh my goodness, he pushed him down! Ferguson! The walk-off! The 2nd time he's done that this year! Jacaden Ferguson, he did it against Texas! And that will complete the best game of this season. Ferguson, your player of the game, game winner. He had to do it twice. Oh my goodness, number 5. Holy bananas, what a game, what a play. North Texas will sweep the Big 12, going 8-0 in year 4. We will be the home favorite. I guess it's a neutral site game, but we will be hosting the Big 12 championship at whatever neutral site field it is. We'll just have to wait and see who we're going to see again. Bryce Baker, career passing touchdown record for North Texas. What a game from him as well. I know Jacaden Ferguson won the one-on-one battle, pushed down the corner, and then took it to the house, but Baker got him the ball. He's had a phenomenal junior year, and we got one more game left in this regular season. The next video will include that game and the conference championship, so I appreciate y'all for sticking with me and watching. Thank you guys for being here. Like and sub if you haven't already, and have a great day. What a game.